New details about the death of Jason Sanchez Marks. The 6-year-old died last year after being given toxic levels of drugs, and his mother is now accused of his murder. This comes as a new report shows hundreds of children died from neglect and abuse in 2020, and Child Protective Services had no prior contact. KPRC 2's Brandon Walker tells us why some are now calling for an overhaul of CPS. Brandon?
Yeah, Lauren, and child advocates say that has to happen at the legislative level, from funding to more staff, but they add that this was a concern pre-pandemic. Now they suspect incidents of child abuse are up, and there's really no way for them to confirm that because of the pandemic. They do suspect, though, the pandemic has made that worse, and that's because the primary means of reporting these incidents comes from schools, and we know what attendance has meant there because of what we're going through right now.
Jason likes to fish, play basketball.
6-year-old Jason Sanchez Marks sang his heart out too. His dad Mario told us that yesterday.
Miss Ashley Marks.
The same day, ex-wife Jason's mother, Ashley Marks, faced a charge of capital murder, accused in her son's death.
There's a couple things going on with this.
Dr. Robert Sanborn, president and CEO of Children at Risk, says the first thing is CPS was never contacted about any previous allegations of abuse. The other?
More children are dying from neglect and abuse.
That's not an anomaly, as KPRC2 Investigates first reported this week. In an annual report, the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services concluded in fiscal year 2020, 251 children died due to abuse and neglect in Texas. In 218 of those cases, there was no prior CPS investigation.
Inevitably, a lot of these cases, you know, a teacher or a counselor or a next-door neighbor has seen something and reported.
I have seen these cases over and over and over.
Sonia Parker tracks those cases. She's critical of CPS and its investigations of cases, but says the handling of abuse cases needs overhaul, including in the courtroom.
To the judges, please stop giving child killers bonds.
And wide-ranging the concerns here from these advocates. The Harris County District Attorney's Office says that they are concerned, too. They suspect that the incidents are high, but again, the data isn't there because a lot of the incidents of the reporting comes from schools, and schools have been in flux because of the pandemic here. So a lot of advocates calling for hands to be on the table to figure out this growing problem here in our community. Live on the Southwest Side, I'm Brandon Walker, KPRC 2 News.
Need to get the problem solved, Brandon. Thank you, sir.